Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for The Bricklayer. It's a movie starring Aaron Eckhart. It's relatively new. It's either like 2023, 2024, somewhere around there. And like, I had no idea that it was out. It just came across the feed, and I was like, well, that looks like Aaron Eckhart, and I like his movies. So I looked into it, and I'm like, oh, this is a new movie. Well, new-ish. And I had heard nothing about it, so you might have missed it too. I feel like if this movie had come out when in the time frame in which I Frankenstein had come out, like that era, this would have had a really decent theatrical run. So this movie, Aaron Eckhart stars as some dude who I'm gonna say like is Beekeeper-esque. If you've seen The Beekeeper, you know what I'm saying in terms of his like capabilities. But basically, he's a dude who used to work for some type of CIA three-letter agency sort of thing, and he retired and he's like done with it, and he just wants to lay bricks. And so, much like how in The Beekeeper, there's like kind of the beekeeping theme where you got to take out the queen, and sometimes when the worker bee, blah, 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 like there's all that stuff going on. There's a little bit of that, like I just like to lay bricks, and when you're laying bricks, you got to do the. There's a little bit of that in this one. But the thing is that this movie, it doesn't blow me away in terms of storyline. I think it does a good enough job of making you wonder, okay, is this person the bad guy traitor, or is this person the bad guy traitor, or is there both or neither person bad guy traitor things? So it's not like rocket science surgery thing. Like, it's not the most involved, most complicated plot. Like, it's not Jack Reacher 1 where you're trying to figure out these things. But it is a decent enough, and it keeps me entertained enough to want to see where things go with this. So I think that it works well enough with the storyline that it has. It's not, like I said, it doesn't blow you away with it, but it's not boring, and you're not just going to predict the exact ending that it's going to have. I mean, you have like a little bit of what's going on, but who's who and where's what, I think it does a good enough job of keeping that a mystery and keeping you engaged. But more importantly, I think with a movie like this, is the fight scenes are fantastic. There's nowhere near as many fight scenes in this as there is in any John Wick movie. I'm just saying, there's not. But the fight scenes that they have, which one of them is pretty early on, and there's another one that's pretty late in the game. There's some others, but they definitely remind me of John Wick because they are long cut fight scenes. They're not as long as John Wick, but there is long enough long enough takes where, it is Aaron Eckhart doing this move, 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 then a cut, then this, then like, so it is a lot of moves. And the thing is that like probably because there wasn't as many fight scenes as John Wick, so he didn't have to memorize 1,000 different moves, just a couple of big fight scenes. But like, he does excellent in this. This type of fight scene is what I've been wanting to see since John Wick 1, where there's been a couple movies, like The Retirement Plan had like kind of a neat camera angle work thing in one of the like fight in the back of the truck things. So this is what I've been hoping for better action movies and for better fight scenes, is that it's not just 1,000 different cuts to try and disguise that there's a stunt person doing all of it, or that it's all just CGI'd in, or whatever else. Like, this movie, Aaron Eckhart shines with excellent fight scenes. The choreography is excellent, like the fact that it's super long cuts, and then also like how they use the environment and what the fights are. Like, it's not just, blank empty room, and it's not martial arts movies where, they just a lot of times have the blank empty room to allow the fighters to really show off all their skills against each other. Like, there is environmental factors to consider during these fight scenes, and it does a really good job of showing those off. The camera angles work, and it's not super shaky cam or whatever, and they still have a lot of high energy, because it's that hard spot to get where you want long takes so you can see that the actor's doing it and that it's actually happening, but you also want to have enough cuts or enough angles, enough things going on that it has high energy with the impacts, and like to keep the speed up and everything else. And this movie does an excellent job of that. So if you are looking for really awesome fight scenes, again, not that many fight scenes, but the ones that they have, a couple of big ones, are really awesome, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Aaron Eckhart, he is an excellent actor and has such great charisma and just gravitas, if you will. Perhaps that's not the right word for this particular movie, but he has he has such a great energy to him that I am just always engaged with his movies, and he does an excellent job in this one. And I like movies where he stars in because he brings something to the table, no matter how good or bad the script is. And in this case, the script is fine, and the overall plot is fine, but the action is where it's at with this movie, and he elevates the rest of it to an even higher level. So, excellent movie. Do recommend. You should check it out if you like action movies. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.